Hello world and welcome to another video. In this we'll convert a decimal number into binary. So before that, let's understand the concept. So decimal numbers is all the numbers from 0 to 9. So all the 10 numbers from starting from 0 to 9. And binary are the numbers which will have only two numbers, that is 0 and 1. Okay. So for example, if we want to convert this decimal number 0 into binary, so 0 will be 0, 1 will be 1, 2 will be, because all the numbers are finished over here, so the next number becomes 1 0. So guess about 3. So what will be 3? So 3 will be 1 1, 4 will be 1, because this value is all empty now, so it will be 1 0 0, 5 will be this, and so on. So again, if the value of 7 is all, everything is replaced by 1 1 1, so obviously the next value of 8 will be 1 0 0. So let's see. Yes, okay. So if you look carefully, this 1 over here is the value of 2 raised to 0. So this 2 will be the value of 2 raised to 1. This 4 is 2 raised to 2, and so on. So if we just check this, so the next value will be 2 raised to 4, so which is 16, and we'll have this value as. So this is just the basics. Let's try to convert. So let's say we take two numbers 12 and 15, and we want to convert 12. The power over here will be 2, so every time we'll be dividing this number by 2. The number we are taking is 12, and we just have to take the remainder over here. So that is our first approach. So if we divide 12 with 2, we get the number as 6, that is the question, and the remainder is 0. Again, we'll divide this number by 2, so we get the number or the question as 3, and the remainder is 0. So if we divide this by 2 again, we'll get 1 as the question and 1 as the remainder, because this is an odd number. So let's see. Okay, and again we'll divide this number by 2, so we'll get the quotient as 0 and the remainder as 1. So we'll stop over here. As soon as we get 0, we'll just stop. Now the remainders are 0 0 1 1, so we have to take the reverse approach, and we have to take this in the manner of 1 1 0 0. So we have to take it this way. So now the binary version of 12 is 1 1 0 0 and not 0 0 1 1. Okay. So let's similarly do it for 15. So again, if we divide 15 with 2, we'll get 7 and 1 is the remainder. Again with 2, so we'll get 3 as the quotient and 1 as the remainder, and similarly we'll have 1 1 1 1. So 15's binary form is 1 1 1 1. Okay, so our approach will be, first let's assign the number or take the number from the user. So for example, we'll just take it as 12. Then divide this number continuously until the question reaches 0, like we saw in the previous example. For this, we can just use a while loop or a for loop for this, or I believe while will be better. And then we have to store the remainder continuously in a list. So as soon as we get the remainder, some remainder, just store it into a list. Again, if we get some remainder, just store it into the list until the loop is stopped or the loop is broken or broke. Okay. And then we have to reverse the list. Why? Because all the remainders are in the reverse form. We have to take it from not 0 0 1 1 but 1 1 0 0, like we saw for 12 in the previous example, and we have to just print the binary number out. Okay, so enough of all the concepts, and now let's begin to code. So let's take a new file. So let's go to tasks and create a new file called as binary. So I'll just name it as 7 underscore decimal to binary.py, enter. And again, I will have the reverse approach, so I will just do print binary. Okay, so this is what our answer will be. So let us have this answer over here. So this will be the reverse of all the things we are getting, like all the remainders whatever we are getting. So this will be the reverse of that. So how do we do reverse? So it's easy, we can just give colon colon negative 1. Now this binary will be getting it from a list. So let's have it from a list. So let's name it as binary list, where we are storing all our numbers. But how do we have this? So we have to just, if you want to convert a list into binary, we'll just use a join approach. So I'll just have this and write just join, and just put this list into that. So what this will do is it will just join the entire list, and form it into a string. So this string will be reversed now, stored it into this variable called as binary, and we'll be just printing this. So now we have to just append everything into this binary. So before that, we'll just define this binary list. So let's go here and define it. So binary list will be initially an empty list, so I'm just giving an empty square brackets, and let's say the number. So the number is 12, and let's start our approach. So while number is greater than 0, like we are dividing it with continuously with 2, so as soon as the number is greater than only it should work until and unless the number is greater than 2. So let's say number equals number divided by 2. We are using floor division because we don't want any decimals over here. So let's say 12 divided by 2, so we'll get 6, and again it will just check, is 6 greater than 0? Yes. So 6 divided by 2, it is 3. Again 3 is greater than 0. So this loop should continuously work, and we'll just have 1 divided by 0, the number becomes 0. So this number is 0, and 0 is not greater than 0, so the loop will break. Before that, we'll just have remainder. So let's say remainder equals, and we have to store the remainder also into the variable remainder. So initially the number is 12, so let's 12 divide by the remainder with 2 will be 0, and now let's append it into our list which we have described or assigned it over here. Okay, so let's append that. So binary list dot append, what do we want to append? The remainder over here. Excellent. Okay, so most of our code is done, which is error free over here. I think there will be only one error over here that will try to solve. Okay, yeah, if you don't know what is append and how it is working, just check the list methods video and the Python for beginners playlist. Okay, so let's run this. Open a new terminal. Okay, so this is the terminal which we'll open, and okay, PySpace will just give the name 7 and tab key, enter. So it will give us an error that it expected string and integer was found. So the only issue is whenever we are trying to get this remainder, we are trying to append and we are trying to join it, it will not be able to join. Why? Because it needs a string and not an integer. So what can we do? So for this remainder, whatever we are appending, we can just convert that into string. So very simple step over here, just convert this remainder into string. So now we have converted that string into string, the integer whatever we have had. Okay, let's run this, and yes, we have got our answer over here. So if you are good with concepts, if you just write it down on a paper or something, the concept first, so your code, the entire code will be error free. So let's see it for 15. Let's save this and run. So we'll have this. Excellent. So now you can check all your numbers, and if you want to reuse this binary number, you can just convert that also. So let's convert this also into integer if you want, because we have converted that into string here. So let's convert back to integer, and let's see whether this works. Yes, it works. Okay, so that's it for this video. Try to convert now decimal to octa and decimal to hexa. Just try to read what are octa numbers and what are hexa numbers. It is easy, you would be able to do this. If you have any doubts, write it in the comment section below. Do like, share, subscribe to the channel, and do share it with your friends. Thank you so much.